What if your tiny studio apartment could feel like a luxurious Parisian retreat filled with timeless elegance and smart, hidden functionality? Stay with me to discover how 18th century antiques can completely transform your space, and don't forget to subscribe for more inspiring home design ideas every week. What if a tiny studio apartment could feel like a timeless palace? Imagine stepping into a space where every corner whispers history, yet functions perfectly for modern life. Parisian interiors have mastered this balance for centuries, blending elegance with practicality in ways that feel effortless. Today, we uncover how 18th century antiques are transforming small studios into luxurious, functional sanctuaries you'll never want to leave. Parisian studio apartments are more than just compact living spaces, they are curated experiences. Rooted in history and refined taste, these interiors combine classical architecture with clever design solutions. The magic lies in their ability to feel both lived-in and sophisticated, using antique pieces not just for decoration, but for everyday functionality. In an era of fast furniture and mass production, 18th century antiques bring authenticity and craftsmanship back into focus. These pieces were designed to last generations, often serving multiple purposes. Incorporating them into modern studio apartments adds depth, character, and a sense of permanence that contemporary designs often lack. One of the defining traits of Parisian studios is their ability to make bold statements in small footprints. A single antique armoire or ornate writing desk can anchor an entire room. Instead of cluttering the space, carefully chosen pieces elevate it, proving that less truly can be more when every item has presence and purpose. Parisian design is never just about aesthetics, it's about living beautifully. Antique furniture often includes hidden compartments, foldable surfaces, or dual-purpose features. These details make them ideal for studio living, where every square meter must work harder without sacrificing elegance. A key trend in modern interiors is the blending of old and new. In Parisian studios, this means pairing antique commodes with sleek lighting or placing a gilded mirror above a minimalist sofa. The contrast creates visual interest while maintaining harmony, making the space feel curated rather than outdated. Soft whites, warm creams, and muted grays dominate Parisian interiors. These neutral tones act as a backdrop, allowing antique pieces to shine. They also enhance natural light, making small spaces feel larger and more open, a crucial strategy for studio apartments. Even in the smallest Parisian studios, architectural details play a major role. Think ornate moldings, herringbone floors, and tall windows. These elements provide a historical canvas that complements antique furniture, creating a cohesive narrative throughout the space. From secrétaire desks that double as storage units to daybeds that transform into seating areas, antique furniture often serves multiple roles. This adaptability is perfect for modern living, where flexibility is essential. It's not just about owning beautiful pieces, it's about using them intelligently. Parisian studios excel at defining spaces without walls. An antique bookshelf can separate the sleeping area from the living space, while a vintage rug can visually anchor a dining corner. These subtle divisions create structure without sacrificing openness. Lighting in Parisian interiors is both functional and decorative. Crystal chandeliers, antique sconces, and modern floor lamps work together to create layered illumination. This combination highlights textures and details, enhancing the overall ambience of the studio. Large, ornate mirrors are a staple in Parisian design. Not only do they reflect light and make spaces feel bigger, but they also add a touch of grandeur. Placing a gilded mirror strategically can instantly transform a compact studio into an airy retreat. From velvet upholstery to aged wood finishes, texture plays a crucial role in creating a rich interior. Mixing different materials prevents the space from feeling flat, adding warmth and dimension that elevate even the simplest layouts. Rather than filling a studio with many small items, Parisian design focuses on a few standout pieces. A Louis XV chair or an antique chest becomes a focal point, drawing attention and setting the tone for the entire room. storage is essential in studio apartments, but it doesn't have to be hidden or boring. Antique cabinets and armoires provide ample storage while doubling as decorative elements. This approach ensures that practicality never detracts from beauty. While antiques bring history, modern comforts ensure livability. Soft textiles, ergonomic seating, and updated appliances are seamlessly integrated into the design. The result is a space that feels timeless yet perfectly suited for contemporary life. Parisian interiors feel personal because they are curated over time. Artworks, books, and collected objects add layers of meaning. In a studio, these details make the space uniquely yours, turning it into more than just a place to live. Unlike stark minimalism, Parisian design embraces a softer approach. It's about reducing clutter while keeping character. Each item has a story, creating a balance between simplicity and richness that feels inviting rather than sterile. Modern interior trends are increasingly looking to the past for inspiration. The resurgence of antiques reflects a desire for authenticity and sustainability. Parisian studios embody this trend perfectly, blending heritage with innovation. Using antique furniture is inherently sustainable. These pieces have already stood the test of time, reducing the need for new production. Incorporating them into your home is not only stylish but also environmentally conscious. Living with antiques creates a unique emotional connection. Each piece carries a sense of history, adding depth to your daily life. In a small studio, this emotional richness can make the space feel far more expansive and meaningful. Despite their elegance, Parisian studios are designed for real life. Every layout decision prioritizes usability, ensuring that the space works seamlessly from morning routines to evening relaxation. Balance is the secret to successful studio design. Combining antique grandeur with modern simplicity prevents the space from feeling overwhelming. It's about creating harmony between different eras, styles, and functions. You don't need to live in Paris to achieve this look. Start with 1 or 2 antique pieces, layer in neutral tones, and focus on quality over quantity. Small changes can bring a touch of Parisian elegance into any studio apartment. Parisian studio apartments prove that small spaces can be both luxurious and practical. By embracing the magic of functional 18th century antiques, you can create a home that feels timeless, personal, and beautifully efficient. It's not just about design, it's about living with intention, where every piece tells a story and every corner serves a purpose. If you love these Parisian-inspired ideas, make sure to check out more videos on this channel for even more small space transformations and timeless interior design inspiration.